morning. Welcome to FlossTube number 3. I am Christine the Apothecary Stitcher. Welcome back to everyone who has been here for the last 2, and welcome to anyone who is new. I hope you find something here that you like. It has been a very busy month, so I have not gotten a lot of stitching done. But as I have started to do in my previous videos, I am just going to start with some previous finishes. And you can see I actually do stitch sometimes. So we will start out with everything that I have on my buffet for my smalls for October. We will be switching it over to November shortly, unfortunately, although Halloween is my favorite. First off, though, we have October. This is a Quirky Quaker. I finished it into a pillow, and then I just add the months at the bottom. It's not part of the pattern, but I just added it on to fit my purposes for the buffet. So cute little pillow for October, little pumpkin Quirky Quaker. Also up there I have Happy Halloween. This is by Satsuma Street. This is on like some purple and blue 18 count Aida. This is actually some of the first fabric that I ever dyed myself, so I love how it turned out, and this is like the perfect pattern to put on there as well, so I do really like that one. And then we have Witch's Brew by Tiny Modernist. This I think is on 28 count 2/2. There's some of like the DMC light effects and stuff. Horrible stuff to stitch with, but gives it a little shimmer, so that's cute. That's up there too. And then I do have the Scary Apothecary series. This was by Hands On Design. I stitched these a long time ago. So again, I use the light effects instead of, I think it calls for Krynic, but I had access to light effects, so that's what I did. So there are some sparkles in there. So this is Snail Slime, Spider Legs, serving size 8, Bat Balm. What is this one? Skeleton Polish. Broomstick Fuel. Bitter Brew. Cackle Lozenges. Cauldron Cleaner with Enhanced Spell Check. And Coffin Paint. So that was the whole series. And then on the back, I finished them all just with this fabric I had. So Apothecary Stitcher, it fits. All right, so those are, oh, there's a couple more, hold on. I did Hello Pumpkin from, oh, who did this? Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So there is a tree for every season. This is the one that I have done and finished. So at least I could put it out. It turned out really cute. It looks like it's just stitched on probably like a 16 or 18 count Aida. And I put some cute foxes on the back for fall. So there's that. And then the last set of previous finishes are, I have the Drums series, and I want to say, oh, I stitched these a long time ago too. I think these were Tiny Modernist. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me. But it's a whole drum series. I stitched these on 18 count Aida that I just dyed myself, and I did finish them into the drums. Put some cobwebs on the bottom. So there's one of them. So I'll say it was a fun little series to stitch. Just had some tombstones on the top, and again, I did the cobwebs. This one's got all the dancing skeletons. And then witches with their cauldrons. So these were cute. I love stitching these. Some black cats and pumpkins on the top. So those were fun. All right, so that was previous finishes. So that is, I think, most of my FFO'd Halloween stitching. I think I still have some others just in my bucket of things to finish, so someday. Otherwise, I don't have any new finishes for this month. I'm close, but I did not finish anything, which also means currently there is nothing to put up on my buffet for November, so might have to work on that. Or Halloween might have to stay out for another month. What a shame. Absolutely love Halloween, so it can stay out until Christmas in my opinion. All right, so moving on to whips then. So I think where I left you last time, I was working on Rosetta by Ink Circles again. That is one that I have a goal to finish by the end of the year. So I think when I came at you last time, I had the top part all finished, and I think I have since added in both of these, and I know I have finished all of the border. So I want to do 2 circles yet in November and then 2 more circles in December, and then this will be a finish. So like I said, I think I finished those 2 circles in the bottom row since you last saw it, and like I said, along with the border. I don't always count my stitches on this, so I don't know how many stitches I put in since you saw it last, but it is now sitting at roughly 75% done. So there's the progress on that. It is stitched 2 over 2 on 32 count even weave. And the variegated floss is a Threadworks, and it is called Gray Flamingo. And then the border is in DMC, I don't know, one of the dark grays. $39.99, I think, maybe. I don't know. That one hasn't been out in a little bit. I forgot. But absolutely love that. Very much looking forward to having that one done. So soon. And then I decided to start a rotation instead of just stitching on one thing all the time. So I put everything into a cup, all of the 6 whips that I showed you last time, and I drew one out, and the first one I drew is probably my favorite, and I'm really glad that it got drawn. And that was World Travel Bookshelf. It is a Heaven and Earth Designs artwork by Amy Stewart. This is what it'll look like when it's done. And I have the smallest of starts on it, but that's okay. Every stitch counts, right? So here's where I'm at now. So for this rotation, I did 2 columns, and a column for me is 20 stitches wide. So I added another 40 stitches wide across on this. In total, I added about 8,000 stitches, so it is now at 7.83% complete. This is stitched on 25 count easy grid, and it is 2 over 1/10 stitch. So I did get the Taj Mahal all finished in there, so very, very excited on that. Absolutely love the colors on that one. It is so fun to stitch and work on. So my goal on that will always be to finish 2 columns, and then I'll move on to my next rotation piece. So I went back, drew my next one, and it was a new start. So that was exciting. It's one that I actually will go on this wall right next to Farewell to Anger. So I drew Night Cafe, and this is another one by Leonid Afremov. And like I said, it was a new start, so you don't need before photos or anything. It was just blank 18 count Ada beforehand. So here is where I got to on this one for its rotation. The rotation on this one is going to be about 5,000 stitches. And that is what I put in. So it is currently sitting at 9.8% complete. Like I said, this one is on 18 count Aida, and it's being stitched with 2 strands of thread. So can't wait to see this one finished and eventually up on the wall. All right, so then when I finished the rotation on that one, it was back to drawing the next project, and it was another new start. So it drew Rainbow Dragon, which is a chart I got from Artisy. And here's what this one will look like when he's done. And again, like I said, new start, so there was nothing there to begin with. And I still have not finished the rotation on this one yet, but this is how far it is currently. I got 2 columns in. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. But I love the colors, and then with the dark black and blues in the background. Oh, this has been so much fun to stitch so far. So can't wait to start getting into a little bit more of the dragon. So right now I have about 6,400 stitches in on this one, and it is at 9.42%. To finish my goal on this one, I think I'm gonna do 1 more column down, so I'll see where that gets me to. I want to get about 10,000 stitches in on this one before I rotate to the next, and we're at 6,400 right now. And I think I said it's at 9.42%. This one is stitched 2/110 stitch, and this is on 25 count easy grid. So that was that one. And then I did have a small, I stitch on my lunch break at work most of the time, and then in life updates, you'll get to this later, I did need a project for the airplane ride. So thanks to Candy, the 614 Stitcher, she's working on this one. It is Fall is in the Air, off of Fat Quarter Shop. I don't need to show you a picture because it's basically done. I think there's some back stitching to go with this leaf to make it look like it's blowing in the air. And then I haven't decided, but with my fabric, I might have to add a little back stitching around the fox's tail and like the side of his face and stuff, because I think the white's getting a little lost. But this is Fall is in the Air. This is stitched 1/1 on 28 count, and it was just some random 28 count that I got like at a thrift store or something, so I have no idea what it is, but it fit, so I used it. And it turned out really cute. So like I said, I think there's just some back stitching left to do on that one, and let me know if you think the fox needs some outlining too, because that won't take long to throw in if I need. So otherwise, I was working on that, like I said, on the airplane, and lunches at work the past month. So this will almost be ready for the buffet for November, so it'll probably go up at some point. Just finish it quick, like as a flat fold, if you will. So I think those are all of my whips for the week, or for the month. Yeah, it looks like everything. So then plans. Like I said, I'm gonna finish the rotation on Rainbow Dragon. Like I said, hopefully it'll just be another column to get me to the 10,000 stitch goal that I have for its rotation, and then I get to draw again. So the other 2 projects that are already in process that it could draw are my fractal. This is by Cross Stitch Collectibles, and we still have to do Cliffhanger. This is Amy Stewart. It's a Heaven and Earth design, and then there will be 1 more new start as well. And that one will be Dawn over New York City, and that is a Stitching Jewels design. So those are the 3 left in rotation after I get that Rainbow Dragon part done. So we'll see what it draws next, but it's kind of fun and exciting. I do have to get Rosetta back out in November, get 2 more circles done, so you'll probably see that finished, or that portion finished in the November update. And then hopefully I can bring you a finished Fall is in the Air, since that shouldn't take more than like 5 minutes to finish. Other than that, I think that's all for stitching. So if that is all you're here for, thank you for coming. Thanks for coming back. If you're new and you saw something that you liked, feel free to like and subscribe. As you see, I am mostly a full coverage stitcher, so something fun and different. I know not everyone does full coverage, but it is my absolute favorite. I actually have a hard time working on smalls. I like seeing the big pictures come to life, and then I have things to put on my walls, but I'm gonna eventually run out of wall space, so we're gonna have to figure something out down the road. All right, other than that, I did some pumpkin carving because it is Halloween season, so I'm gonna insert a picture here of my favorite of the 3 pumpkins that I carved. And I'll just remind you that I should live on the beach, not in Wisconsin. But here I am, so I make do. So here's the pumpkin. Other than that, as far as running updates, it's unfortunately now getting to be fall and winter, so I haven't been outside running that much. I have gone back to my treadmill, which is fine. I don't need to freeze if I don't have to. But I like to participate in the Conquer challenges. It's just something fun, just another way to track your progress and that kind of thing. So I was doing the Lord of the Rings challenge. So I did complete that since I've last shown you. So I did get the Mordor medal. And what's really fun is the ring actually does fit in the top of the volcano. So that's kind of cool. So I finished Lord of the Rings. It was a 5-part series. I have signed up for and have started the Game of Thrones series that the Conqueror challenges have. So looking forward to showing you that progress if you're interested. And then one of the biggest life updates in the past month, I went to Universal last week with one of my best friends, Athena of Athena Stitching Goddess Designs. And we went to Universal for a couple days last week, and we had so much fun. So I will insert a couple pictures here of all the fun and shenanigans we got up to. And then what was really fun too is she was super prepared for Universal. So she hooked me up with a bingo board. I had 2 scavenger hunts and I had a bucket list. So I had plenty to keep me busy while I was there, and it was so much fun. It was just little extras to watch for and look for, and yeah, I don't know. It was so much fun. She did tell me I had to show a few things on my video though, so here you go, Athena. Everyone needs to drink more water, so I did get the official Universal Studios bottle. They are really nice. I got one last year when I went to, so loved that. And then, crinkle, sorry. You gotta find some stitching stuff while you're there. So I did buy the Universal pin, and I have already taken the pin portion off and put my magnet on there. So it is ready to be put into use as a needle minder now that I've shown it on here. So love that. And then I had to get some crafty goodness. So they have these metal models. So I got the model of the Hogwarts castle. So I'm really excited to put this together and see how this works. I've never seen metal models like this before. So I think Athena and Beth both have these, metal models as well. So ladies, let's pick a day. We got to do some model building. So we'll have fun with that. And then this will be another, Athena made me do it. They have maps for both of the Harry Potter worlds. So there's one for the Hogsmeade side at Universal, and then there's one for the Diagon Alley side. And what they are is like the hardcover maps for each park. And it's a marker of where all the spells are and like what the spells are. And you have to get all of the coins to put in there. I don't know if it'll show. But this will tell you what the spell is and how to perform the spell. And they were clearancing out these maps and the coin sets. So of course I had to get them. And I kept going back and forth, so eventually Athena just started picking it off of the shelf and she made me buy them. Thanks, Athena. So I still have to get those coins into the maps, but like I said, I did get one for each of the parks. So that was the Hogsmeade, and then here's the Diagon Alley one. So I'll have to get those out and together, but it's gonna be super fun. I'm excited to have those. And then, oh, I do have my wand too. Hold on, let me go grab my wand. So you have to go to Ollivander's, makers of fine wands. And this year I did not get a character wand, but here's the wand that I got. Absolutely love it. It's black walnut and dragon heartstring. So very, very excited about my wand. And yes, I did do some magic at the park too, because why not? All right, guys, so I think that is everything. Again, thanks for coming back. And please like and subscribe. And until next time, be fierce, strong, and full of fire. Bye, guys.